Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going through the topic of adding and subtracting negative numbers. So when we are adding or subtracting negative numbers, we have to take care of two things, two rules that we have to follow. The first one is that when adding a negative number, it is the same as subtracting a positive number. So in the example, a plus minus b is equal to a minus b, you can see that we are adding a negative number, which is minus b, to a. That is going to be the same as a minus b, which is subtracting b from a. Our next rule is subtracting a negative number is the same as adding a positive number. In that example, a minus minus b is equal to a plus b. We can see that we're subtracting a negative number minus b from a. That is going to be the same as adding b to a. So let's look at a few examples. Before that, there are a few things that you must remember. The first one is that when you have a positive and a positive, that is going to equal to a positive. When you have a negative or a positive and a positive, that is going to give a negative. When you have a negative and a negative, that is going to give a positive, and a positive and a negative is going to give a negative. So the easy way to remember this is that when you have two of the same operations, a positive and a positive, it's going to give you a positive or a negative, that's going to also give you a positive. But when you have two different operations, such as a negative and a positive, or a positive or negative, that is going to give you a negative. So let's look at our first example over here. We can see we have 6 minus 17. Now over here, we have a minus sign and a plus sign because a whole number always has a plus if it does not have a minus before it. So that's going to be a plus and a minus. When we have a plus and a minus, we have to subtract. So you're going to minus. Now we can't minus because we can't technically minus because we have 6 first and we're subtracting 17 from 6. So that won't work. But then, yeah, we have to minus it, which is going to give us 11. But then we put the sign of the greater number, which is 17 in this case. So now that does make sense. So the answer is going to be negative 11. Let's go on to the next example. We have the example minus 23 minus 2. Now in this example, we first solve a bracket. So how do you solve the bracket? We have to multiply the sign which is outside the bracket from the sign that is inside the bracket. So a minus and a minus will leave us with a plus. So now we'll open the brackets, we'll write minus 23 plus 2. Now we have two different signs. We have a minus and we have a plus. When we have a minus and a plus, we minus. So that will be 21. But then we have to write the sign of a greater number, which is minus. Let's go on to the next example, which is 48 plus minus 22. Over here we have a plus and a minus, and we have brackets. So first we're going to solve the brackets. We're going to multiply the plus with a minus inside. In this case, we have 48. A plus and a minus will give us a minus 22. Then we have a hidden plus over here that every positive number has. So a plus and a minus is going to make a minus. So then we're going to subtract 22 from 48, which is going to leave us with 26. Now we're going to look at the sign of the greater number, which in this case is a positive. So that means the answer is going to be positive. So thank you for watching this video. I hope that you liked it. Goodbye.